Hello everyone, it's me again, Bob Ramirez, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. Just another monthly roundup. It's a bit late. I was a bit busy last week because it's weekend, and yesterday is Monday. It's a shipping day here at the shop. So I finally have the time. It's Tuesday. I finally have the time to shoot another boring monthly roundup. Decided to share about this last month's find. I have a bit of everything from hip hop, mostly essentials, and from hip hop, post punk, and I've got two vinyl, and I think there's 20 CDs. But let's start with the vinyl first because there's only two. Fear of Men, Fear of Men, Loom. This is an album by Fear of Men as a band by Jessica West. It's a dream pop, indie pop kind of thing, released in 2000, I think late 2000. Let me check first. It's a regular one, 2014 under Canin Records. I discovered Jessica West around when I watched there's a video in KXP channel. uh, she became a member of she became a touring member of the band The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, and then they also played that time. I think that time they also played together that time. That's how I discovered I discovered this band. And because Kip Berman of The Pains of Being Pure at Heart introduced Jessica West. He's a keyboard player. I think he plays keyboard at that set of theirs. We'll put the I'll try to put the links on description so you could you could have an idea of how I discovered this band. Indie pop, dream pop kind of thing. Third track is Luna, The Green Sea, and The Seer. It's on regular black vinyl. I got this one from Crash. Here's the second vinyl. I got this from Grey Market. This is Brassocrat's second album, The Worlds Keep Turning. This is the Optical Nerve release 2021 or 2020. It's remastered in limited edition and colored. I already have the CD of this. That's why I posted it by weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I have the CD of this. I got it around 2018, and then I saw this at Grey Market when I picked up a CD last maybe 3 weeks ago, and then I just can't refuse myself because it's a double vinyl with it's a double vinyl with most of their bonus tracks, selected recordings. The CD of this only contains 6 bonus tracks, so that's another bonus. I really like this album. I love this album so much. And there's this one is 8 bonus tracks, and it's colored. The side one is green yata. The first vinyl, yeah, it's white. Yeah, this is the first side A and side B. And then the other one is in green one. That's beautiful green. So that's another reason why I upgraded to vinyl. As again I said, I have the CD of this couple of years ago. It's Rizzle It's one of the finest indie pop, jungle pop that came out in the late 80s. This one's originally released in Creation Records. Fade track, there's a lot of Good Night England. There's a lot of fade track in this album. Good Night England, My House Tower Chains, I Won't Let You Down, Waterfall. It's a complete great album. If you're into indie pop and you haven't heard this one yet, check this album out, and also the first one. That's that. And let's go to CDs. Foxygen, We Are the 21st we are the 21st century ambassadors of peace and magic. This is second album by the psychedelic duo from California. This is their second album release under Jaguar. One of the best modern psychedelic or late 2000 psychedelic album. If you're familiar with like Tame Impala, there's a lot Dead Meadows, and check this one out. And there's a lot of influences going on. Like you can clearly hear Lurid's influence on this one, especially on the track No Distractions, and the Kinks, of course. The Kinks influence on San Francisco, just like the Ray Davis delivery on the lyrics. It's very similar. Second album, I have their third though, so just flexing. Copy first album, another psychedelic pop Australian band under Modular Recording, which is the home of Tame Impala. So that's that. Fave track is Saturday and Stand Still. Another first album, Queen of the Stone Age, Just Homie, of course. This one came out in 98 after the breakup of his previous band Q's, which is, you can still hear the influence on this album. Regular Jan is one of the fan favorite here of this album, but my another favorite is the Mexicola, and my personal favorite is where's that one? Hispanic Impressions. It's just a short kind of a jam. I think one point, almost 2 minutes only. Mexicola. Third album by one of my favorite band, Blend Redhead. Fourth album. This is fourth. In an expression of unexpressible. This one came out in 98 also. Under Touch and Go Records. Release under Touch and Go Records, and produced by Guy Peixoto of the legend Fugazi and what's his previous band? I forgot. At this album, they're still into the art rock. They're still exploring the art rock world of this. You can still hear the Sonic Cutie tuned guitar kind of influence, which is their original sound at the time when they came out in 95. That's really their sound. Trying to emulate Sonic Youth with a bit of differences. But in this album, you can this is where they start to kind of make their own sounds. For me, Fave track is Distilled, but another one is there's also on this album there's also a big new wave influence, which is you can hear when the track where's the track on the self-titled track. But my favorite track is Distilled, track number 3, Blonde Redhead. Jazz Essential, John Coltrane Quartet. Coltrane second album as a quartet, released in 62 under Impulse Records. Coltrane, it's Coltrane, so it's motherfucking Coltrane. Essentials, another upgrade. Young Marble Giants, Colossal Youth. One of the most unique post-punk band that came out in the heyday of post-punk. It's not they don't sound like anyone else since the post-punk band came out. Like, they don't sound like any of those other bands. It's not a lot of bands take that approach, which is minimal approach, and the art rock exploration. I already sold my jewel case version of this, which is only include the test card EP. So this is their most, I think, completed work already. The disc 2 includes all the Salad Days. So thanks to Sir J.M. De Guzman for taking care of my copy. So this is a 2 CD version plus a lot of information about the bands. So yeah, I'm happy to have it. One of my favorite post-punk album, and one of the most unique sound again that came out in that era. Scott Heron, Reflections, third or fourth album by this guy. Original release in '81. A lot of I think he is the most underrated in the jazz, soul, funk, slam poetry era. But most of the, if you really dig that kind of tunes, most of the hip hop artists own this guy, I think. So that's what you might you might know him by the song, the the revolution will not be televised, that came out in his first one. Another fave track here is this V movie with intro and poem, and it's kind of a it's kind of spoken word poetry with reggae tune on the background, and he also did a cover of in the Inner City Blues by Marvin Gaye. First album by Brian Eno. Here comes the Warm Jet. In this album, when he left his previous band, Roxy Music, it's the start of the exploration of the production. This is where he started to become the ambient sound, especially the production. So first album, this includes a lot of great artists. Robert Fripp, also his previous co-bandmates from Roxy Music. I know Robert Fripp and the other guy from King Crimson is here. So it's I'm huge Eno fan, so that's that. Favorite track is Babies on Fire. Another shit music. Philip Glass solo piano, Metamorphosis. I love this guy too. Metamorphosis is separate, and it's I think 30 minutes, but 30 plus minutes separate in five tracks. So yeah, modern, classical, contemporary. This is the one that I've been looking to for years. The pop group Y came out in 1979, I think late 70. And this is the reissue, 2007 reissue, with She is Beyond Good and Evil on the first track, which is not on the original album. And there's also another bonus track called 3 and 338. One of another unique sound in the post-punk. They came out in the post-punk heyday, in the post-punk era. They don't sound like Joy Division. They don't sound like those Bauhaus, which is gothic thing. It's really different. There's a lot of influence, dub, jazz, Sandra kind of thing, improvised jazz, the production itself, and to know that they're on their second. I mean, they're still like 18 to 16 years old at the time, and that's fucking amazing. And that album cover though. Let's go funk. The Meters' third album. This is Rejuvenation, another reissue again with 2 bonus tracks. Great, one of my favorite funk albums. There's that people say, which is also a coincidence. When I listened to this last night, and then this one's band posted it on Facebook, and then it's kind of a coincidence that we both, I think Michael Guerra ran that page, so we're listening to the same album. So that's kind of a coincidence, but in a good way for me. I'm kind of happy about it. And of course, fave track is Ain't No Use. This 11 minutes and 35 seconds of long jams is just mind-blowing, face-melting jam. This one came out in 1974, I think. So I think this is their kind of answer to Funkadelic's Maggot Brain, which came out in around 71, and that's the staple of that's the most recognizable of Funkadelic. So Ain't No Use. Hip Hop Essentials, straight out of Compton, of course. Everyone knows that. The S-Layer set, how I learned to write backwards. This is their third and final album. Indie pop with shoegazy, noisy kind of thing. I have their first one on vinyl. Fave track is Mission Bells. I got this from Treschool. Fuck Buttons, Tarot Sport, down tempo, left field down tempo. This is their second album released in ATP Recordings. Yeah. Synth pop, down tempo, left field dub, and a bit of EDM, but in a happy way. I like this album so much. It's kind of a example, or imagine it's kind of the soundtrack to all the movies with great endings, especially, or arrays with great ending. So it's a happy kind of sad instrumentals. Proto-punk garage essential. Everyone in the punk scene or every other one knows this band. Kick out the jam, motherfuckers. Another hip hop, not so essential, I think, but they're one of the most original in this shit. This is the Far Side second album. We already hit the 60 minutes, so I'm trying to make this under 20 minutes, but I think I have already up. Johnny Mitchell's first album. I wanted to try this to end this before the 18 minutes mark, so let's get that going. Johnny Mitchell's first album. Congrats to Johnny Mitchell, who also won the Grammy last week, so that's that. A huge fan of Johnny Mitchell. Second album by Eric B and Rakim, Essentials, Hip Hop. Check this one out. Public Image Limited, second edition, aka the Metal Box. Post-punk with dub influence and a bit of pre-jazz. Post-punk essential. Body/Head, The Switch. This is the second album by Kim Gordon and Bell Nance. Kim Gordon, of course, I fucking love Kim Gordon. My Lola, call it my Lola. From Sonic Youth, of course. It's a big difference from the first one, which came out in around 2013. This one came out in 2018. It's more of into the drone post-rocky side and drone post-rock side. More of into that experimentation. That cover. Change My Brain. Is the most notable tracks here. It's I think almost 10 minutes long, and the last 2 minutes ending of the song is like a very gothic. It's like Time Hacker and Mugwai at their gothic pace clash together. So that will give you an idea of how this one sounds like. Fucking I love you, Golden Blue. This is the last one. St. Paul's and Movie Stars Modern Architectures, 2022 release under Jigsaw Records. This is also our background music for today. This is if you can hear at the background, I will try to put the links on description. This is a band by Lawrence Makaspak. He is based in the US, so that's that. It's a good indie pop, jangly, shoegazy, dreamy kind of big indie pop with influence from New Order, early New Order, and Darkland era of Jesus and Mary Chains, and a bit of American style indie pop. It's a good one, and to know that he's a Filipino which lives in abroad, so that's another kind of just wanted to support that kind of thing. But one thing I don't like about this release though is it's only CDR and the inlay. Come on, it's just one page. Come on, Jigsaw Records, you can do better than this. And this deserves to be released in a proper way, knowing that you're based in the US. Come on. That's all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on the internet, and see you next time here at the shop. Ingat, amping mong tanan.